Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a blessed Sunday. And in the news this morning, residents protest the police killing in St. Mary. Residents of Ituberville in Onoto Bay, St. Mary are calling for a thorough investigation into Friday night's fatal shooting of 28-year-old Kevin Cunningham by a policeman at a candlelight vigil in the community. The residents blocked the Ituberville and the Onoto Bay main roads in protest against this killing on Saturday morning. The debris has been cleared by the police. An alleged eyewitness told the news that when she arrived at the candlelight vigil sometime after 9 o'clock, a policeman who is assigned to the St. Mary Division was in the process of arresting a man who resisted his efforts to do so. She claimed that the policeman pulled his firearm and accidentally shot himself, the bullet grazing his face. She alleged that he then accused her cousin of being the man who had assaulted him and shot him twice. The woman declared that the family will be challenging any report from the police that the incident was a shootout.
Last night when I come out of the taxi, my cousin them. We here wrestling at the yard with the police and the selector man. Him tear off the selector clothes, handcuff the selector and bring the selector go way up the road. Anyway, I run coming back bird speed. Him and a man toss up and him and the man wrestle the ground and the man overthrow him. And him take out him gun and him gun go off and gaze him in him face. When him get the gaze in him face, him run come out so breathless. And my cousin stand up right so attack on him phone to him uncle. When I talk to him, uncle him come out and say to him, say, why you keep me from my cousin turn to him and say, me not kick you. So by the time my cousin said that, I one shot him my cousin in him chest, and my cousin said, I saw me other dead. And my cousin said him give him the neck shot in him chest.
The St. Mary Police Division, in its own version of the event, confirmed that one of its officers was involved in a fatal shooting in Ituberville on Friday night, claiming as well that an illegal firearm was seized from the deceased. It said about 9:20 p.m., officers from the St. Mary Operational Support Team came under attack while shutting down an unauthorized party. The police report alleges that during the incident, a patron identified as Kevin Cunningham, otherwise known as Chemical, pointed a firearm at the police. According to the police report, an officer in response then shot and wounded the suspect. He was transported to a hospital where he died. The police say 2 officers were injured during the incident. A Beretta .40 caliber pistol with a partially erased serial number and a magazine containing 5 live rounds were allegedly recovered from the suspect. Jamaica reaffirms the commitment to Haiti troop deployment. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has restated Jamaica's intention to fulfill its troop deployment commitment to Haiti. In September last year, the country sent 20 Jamaica Defense Force personnel and 4 Jamaica Constabulary Force members to join the Kenya-led security mission to restore order to the current instability in the CARICOM member state. Dr. Holness says that the required measures for support are being implemented to ensure that the troops have all necessary resources on deployment. He was addressing the closing press conference of the 48th regular meeting of heads of government of CARICOM in Barbados on Friday. Court orders mediation and the trial date set for Vaz and Campbell defamation case. The Supreme Court has ordered mediation and set a trial date in the defamation case between Government Minister Darrell Vaz and the People's National Party General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell. This development comes after a case management hearing with the matter adjourned until July 21. The court has given 90 days for mediation, which will end in May 2025. If the parties do not come to a conclusion, then they will go to trial, which is set for June 7, 8, and 9, 2026. The lawsuit filed by Mr. Vaz in August 2023 stems from comments made by Dr. Campbell at the PNP's Clarendon Northwestern Annual Conference in July 2023. Mr. Vaz alleges that Campbell's statement suggested he lacked probity, moral integrity, and decency, and were motivated by malice to damage his reputation. Mr. Vaz is seeking damages for defamation, including exemplary and aggravated damages, as well as an injunction to prevent Dr. Campbell from repeating the statements. However, Dr. Campbell has denied the allegations, arguing that his statements were fair comment. Tensions at the JUTC. There could be further unrest at the state-owned Jamaica Urban Transit Company over the decision of the company to send the 2 members of the clerical staff on administrative leave. The 2 franchise protection inspectors were sent home Tuesday following strike action taken by JUTC drivers. The drivers withdrew their service to protest against the alleged assault of a female driver by the franchise protection inspectors. The physical altercation reportedly started after one of the franchise protection inspectors discovered an anomaly with a ticket issued by the driver. University and Allied Workers Union, which represents the drivers, has called for the firing of the inspectors. But his call has not gone down well with the Union of Clerical, Administrative and the Supervisory Employees, which represents the inspectors. UK's General Secretary John Levy, who met with the management of the JUTC on Friday morning, warned that the colleagues of the inspectors are restive and will take industrial action if their services are terminated. Mr. Levy insisted that CCTV footage of the incident shown to the 2 unions clearly showed that the physical altercation was initiated by the driver and not the inspectors.
It is clear that the action was initiated by the driver. And I'm very disappointed in my colleagues in the union movement who would have seen the same video that I saw and would have come to a conclusion contrary to, and to have made the kind of demand that they made about dismissing the member of staff. It is clear, patently clear as to what transpired. And I am of the view that the matter should come to an end now, or it might escalate and lead to other issues being raised. And I'm really disappointed in my colleagues from the other union who would have taken that most outlandish and outrageous position that they took, having seen the video recording. And it is going to come to light at some point if we don't just close down this matter from now, Well, my understanding is, and I got a reassurance again at a 7 a.m. meeting this morning, that our understanding is the driver is on sick leave, and as soon as the sick leave expires, the driver will be placed on administrative leave consistent with the other 2 persons. The company has said that they are at the investigative stage, and one doesn't know or doesn't want to predict where the investigative process will end, but we are of the view that our colleague from the other union is backing up around.
Minister of Education mourns the passing of Whitfield, the primary school principal. The Minister of Education is mourning the sudden death of Karen Powell, principal of the Whitfield Primary School in Kingston. Described as a dedicated educator, Powell reportedly collapsed Friday afternoon and died at the scene despite the immediate arrival of a medical doctor. The ministry has activated its trauma response protocol and will visit the school on Monday to offer grief counseling and support to the students, teachers, and the wider school community. Education Minister Senator Dr. Dana Morris Dixon expressed her sorrow, stating, "The ministry is saddened by the passing of Miss Powell, who was an exemplary educator. We offer our heartfelt condolence to her immediate family and the students and the staff she served." The ministry said it remains committed to offering support to the school for as long as necessary as they navigate through this difficult period. INDECOM seeking public's assistance in probe of Graham Heights case. The Independent Commission of Investigations is appealing for witnesses to assist with the investigation of a case of assault and robbery which occurred on February 11 in Graham Heights, St. Andrew. INDECOM says that the incident involved persons dressed as police officers. The investigative body is appealing specifically to any person with digital footage who traveled along Birdsucker Lane and the Graham Heights Road between 5 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday, February 11. It says that the digital footage being sought includes vehicular dash camera footage as well as CCTV recordings as original owners of such footage are especially important in the investigation. The agency is requesting that the footage be shared via INDECOM's WhatsApp number 876-553-0000, or persons may visit the Commission's office at 1 Dumfries Road in New Kingston or contact the office at 876-968-1932 or 876-968-8875. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.